Ultimately, I hate to break it to you guys, but supply and demand. And if there's a lot of demand and only a limited amount of supply, she could crank the pricing on that up and she could make some cheddar. Basically, if you could bring value to a marketplace, and in this case, her looks, her assets are her value, bringing some value to the marketplace, and it's being bought. This is kind of insane. OnlyFans star, who made $43 million in 1 year, says she is a devout Christian. Sophie Rain, the infamous, who has nearly made $5 million off one individual on OnlyFans, recently told YouTube streamer Kowalski that she is a virgin till this day. Rain defended her actions because it's just her on her account. Rain, like Phase Rain? Oh my god. I'm Christian. I know it seems odd, but I'm doing OnlyFans, but I don't do anything else with anyone on my OnlyFans. It's just me. Rain made $43 million just off OnlyFans this past year, with 4.7 coming from a single person. This chick has made more money than some like athletes.
I don't want bad stuff like flying around my name. I don't want people thinking that I advertise to kids because that is the last thing I
No,
want to
of
do.
course, of course, I get that.
You may not directly advertise to kids, but I think a younger audience, is 18 to 22-year-old audience, is probably the ones who are gooning, except for the few outliers who obviously the $4 million dude is probably not a kid. It's probably some gross old man. But yeah,
Yeah, I never, that was never my intention. What happened was that it just like, I don't mean, I mean, I don't, I watched your video. That didn't sit well with me personally because it just kept me up at night, and I really don't like that you think that
Yo,
way.
really?
Because I,
Was it
yeah,
that
because
bad?
I don't want anyone thinking that, about me.
someone made a hit piece on her, kind of breaking her down, calling her, like an OnlyFans creator. We all know what we, or not what we, but you know what they're all called online, and basically calling her out, saying how has this person made $43 million while you have like Jason Tatum of the Boston Celtics not like making $37 million off of his contract. And ultimately, I hate to break it to you guys, but supply and demand. And if there's a lot of demand and only a limited amount of supply, she could crank the pricing on that up and she can make some cheddar.
I
And basically, if you could bring value to a marketplace, and in this case, her looks, her assets are her value, bringing some value to the marketplace, and it's being bought.
am really, I'm a Christian. Like, I know it's like it seems odd. I'm doing, what did you call it? OnlyFriends. I don't do any like anything else with anyone on my OnlyFriends. Like, it's just me. I was just trying to do social media. Always wanted to be like an influencer. You know, I look up to all these different influencers, and I was like, I want to do that just for, shits and giggles, just to do something fun with my friends or whatever. And so I start doing that, and then the Spider-Man video thing came up, and it's
And the morality of society is at an all-time low, and no wonder testosterone is a historic low for men. Yeah, but I think that has to do with other things other than just this being so accessible to people, right? I think that there is an addiction problem going on in the world, but I do think it's like an epidemic of people eating poor food, not exercising, and trying to cleanse themselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. I think even like holding stress and working at like a dead end job and not feeling passion, I think that's more of a deterrent to testosterone than there being an excess amount of boobage on the internet.
actually not me in the Spider-Man
Yeah.
video. It's another girl. Her name's Naomi. A lot of
Wait,
people said that
hold
we
on.
look.
So you did the TikTok with your friend, right?
Yes.
But then there was like a video that
Yeah.
people
So
thought was
me and
you.
her. Yeah. So it was Halloween time. Let me go all the way back. It was Halloween.
Apparently, there's some video of a cosplay of maybe Spider-Man and Spider-Gwen and Spider-Gwen getting smashed like it's Mario walking into Luigi walking into or into Peach, or maybe even Bowser to Peach, right? And she just cosplayed on like TikTok, never did anything, and somebody else was cosplaying and had like a similar costume or the same costume, and people just thought it was her, so she just rode with it.
Okay.
Time. And
I ain't mad at it.
we bought the Spider-Man costumes because it was going around a whole bunch. I've seen a whole bunch of other girl influencers do it. I thought they were cute,
Mm.
and so her and I bought them. And the new Spider-Man movie came out, and we thought it'd be a good idea to just put them on, take pictures in them because
Milk that content.
it was Halloween time costume.
Mhm.
And so we posted the picture, whatever, and then people took that and said that I was Naomi in her video with her Spider-Man costume, which is not suitable for kids at all.
For sure.
Definitely not.
But so people just kept saying that was me. It was me. It was me. It was me. And I couldn't get away from that. It wasn't me. I tried my best to like clear the air. It's another girl.
So you lean into it. I mean, isn't that the play? Especially in like the internet landscape, if you try to run away, if you're accused of something and you try to run away from it, it like haunts you. But if you lean into it, it just goes away more. Like that can be said about a lot of things. There's a lot of things that we may be insecure, worried, or something about, and we're trying to run away from it, like our problems. But if we just not lean into it, but face it head on and just say, okay, accept it, and move forward,
Girl,
maybe you get the bag.
everything. But people just kept saying that I was the Spider-Man girl. And eventually it got to my work where I was serving. And my coworkers, some of my unfriendly coworkers that we weren't friends, they went to my manager and said that I was doing porn and saying I was a porn star.
Damn. Imagine you work with somebody like this, and your first reaction is going to the manager. That is not my first reaction, yo. I'm gonna be a stack of pancakes.
And that I'm doing crazy stuff, which I never have.
I mean, let's just say this: you are kind of doing crazy stuff, putting this on the internet. Let's not try to run away from that
I'm
either.
a virgin. Like, I'm a virgin to this day. Like, so people were going around saying that I was doing porn, and it got to my manager. So my manager had a meeting with me, and because he's very Christian, and he
Yeah.
knows my family, he knows I'm very Christian. So he like sat me down and like questioned me and like made me like a 2-hour conversation. I was sobbing my eyes out.
That's so uncomfortable and inappropriate. I feel bad for her because at the end of the day, if it is just her, whether it's just pictures or you know what I mean, if it's just that, then there's really nothing I would say wrong with it. I don't even if there wasn't right and there was full blown like Spider-Man going on Spider Gwen action going on. I'm still not opposed to that either. I really don't care what you do with your money. I'm not gonna consume that content. I'm not gonna buy that content. But I just find it so weird, at least here in America, that if you want to be seen like virtually right and you want to have like your flag of like, nope, can't mess with me, you just pull out I'm a Christian card, and apparently that just like washes away all sins.
Like, and he put me in a corner and like he basically fired me, saying that he doesn't want.
And to me, honestly, what you're saying, can you read one verse from the Bible? This may be a hot topic. Just because you could quote something from the Bible doesn't mean that you may be a good Christian. To me, like, and I'm by no means a Christian, like a devout through and through Christian. I have this weird. I definitely believe in a higher power. I believe in a lot of the things that I think Christianity is putting down. But we've talked about this if you've been on my stream before. I think like the 10 Commandments, you know, like just being good, like just being a good person to your community, being good to your loved ones, trying to be the best for yourself and loving yourself, loving the people around you. I think that's what it's kind of all about. Whatever religion is about that, that's what I'm kind of picking up and putting down. And I think our religions kind of circle around
like,
that.
Around his coworkers, but that was never even the case. So I got fired from my job.
So yeah, you got fired from your job even though it wasn't you.
Technically, isn't that discrimination? That's a major lawsuit if she really wanted to follow through that. But I mean, she's making so much money that it's probably not even worth the headache to make a few extra mil.
Yes, and people just kept saying it was me because we do. I mean, I guess we look a little similar. And I just couldn't get away from it, so I just played into it. My friends and people around me were saying that I should just start an friends.
Yep.
And that I should just play into it and use it to my advantage.
Yeah, I bet her best friend guy friends were like, "Yeah, you should totally start an OnlyFans and let us mod."
Because at this point, what do I have to lose, you know? So that's exactly what I did.
I ain't mad at it. Lean into it. Lean into that shit. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, then please like the video, subscribe, and if you really like it, then share it with some of your friends. My goal here is to spread a positive message while sprinkling my 2 cents on big topics like American, Indian, and world geopolitics, and even small stuff like Twitch drama and online debacles. And if you want to see it live, come join me over on Twitch, twitch.tv/actuallyrod. That's where I'm going to do all my reactions, and after the reactions, that's where we get down a game. And if you're like, hey, I have a video that I want this dude to sprinkle his 2 cents on, then come over on my Discord and let me know and join the community there. And while we're at it, I have to say thank you to everybody who has made that Discord just so poppin'. I never thought I'd have a Discord that's so flowing. It's really cool to see. Shout out to you, Bobby, Omni, Demon, all of you who have been in there who are just super active. Logie, you're the man. Logie is the one who's like modding and helping run the server, so thank you, Logie. Lastly, I challenge you. I have a challenge for you. Make somebody laugh today. We all know there's enough hate and vitriol in the world. If energy is contagious like the flu, then let's spread and get everyone contagious with our positive energy, right? Not negative energy, because there's so much of that. And if we could just be a small little change in someone's day, then you never know. Maybe that's the thing that starts shifting this world to a happier, healthier, just better place. And with all that said and done, thank you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.